from. Aren't you going to read it?
Well, your Pa and the boys will be in soon. We might as well wait.
We'll just have to read it again when Pa gets here.
Oh, please, Ma, it's for you. You've got it right. Aren't you dying to know what's in it?
Seems to me you're the one that's dying. Dragonwyck, May 19th, 1844. My dear cousin Abigail. Nicholas Van Ryn.
Who's that?
Shh, Tibby. Read the letter, Ma.
Though we have never met, we are related, as you doubtless know, through our mutual grandmother, Anna Chigansavant. My wife and I have decided to invite one of your daughters into our home for an extended visit. We shall naturally be able to offer her many advantages which she could not hope to enjoy in her present station. In return, if she pleases, she may serve as a companion to our 8-year-old child, Katrine. Upon inquiry, I have been gratified to find that you and your husband enjoy the honor and respect of your little community. Be so good as to let me know at your earliest convenience which of your daughters you select, and I will make all suitable arrangements for her journey to Dragonwyck. Respectfully yours, Nicholas Van Ryn.
Golly. Is he really your cousin?
Now, don't go imagining yourselves a couple of lost duchesses. There's not a drop of Van Ryn blood in any of us.
It doesn't make any difference to me, I'm sure.
But you had the same grandmother.
She was... Let me see. My grandfather was her second husband. Her first one died. His name was Van Ryn. Nicholas must be his grandson. He's a patroon.
A patroon, Cousin Nicholas?
What's a patroon?
That's what they call the owners of those enormous land grants on the Hudson River. They're the descendants of the original Dutch patroons. And they're terribly rich and elegant.
He must be very important. I remember reading 3 or 4 years ago about his visiting President Van Buren at the White House.
But you haven't said yet, Ma, whether I could go.
The subject hadn't come up yet that I know of. I think it unlikely that your Pa will approve.
He's more likely to if you do.
And if we do decide to let one of you go, why not Tibby?
Me? She wouldn't want to go. Would you, Tibby?
I'm sure there isn't anything I want that I can't find right here. I'm not anxious to leave my home.
That's not fair. You know I love you and Pa, all of you, in my home. It's just that, well, I try to be like everyone else and want what I'm supposed to want. But then I start thinking about people I've never known and places I've never been. Maybe if the letter hadn't come, I don't know. I must be loony.
I was killing a hen for supper. You scour the drain board. No use mooning over it. Your Pa'll do whatever he and the Lord think best. There's one thing you can be sure of. They'll both feel the same way about it.
This day, O Lord, there has come to me a matter of some slight perplexity. Deliver us, we pray, from hankering after flesh pots, and deliver us from vanity and false pride. However thy will be done. Keep and preserve us through the night. Amen. All right, boys, get. Tom?
Yes, Pa?
You water the stock and look to Whiteface. She's freshening.
Yes, Pa.
Tibby, is Obadiah Brown likely to come mooning around again tonight?
Oh, Pa, I'm sure I have no notion of his plans.
Well, if he does turn up, be sure and sit on the steps where your ma can keep an eye on you. Although I must say that Ob is a steady lad, and you, praise be, are not the flighty kind.
Thank you, Pa.
Now, about this letter, I'd see no reason even to discuss it if it wasn't that your ma acts like it was important.
It is important, Ephraim. It might be a good thing for Randy to live for a while in a great house and learn something of the world outside this farm.
I'd so like to go, Pa.
Your opinion is of no consequence whatever, miss. You haven't the sense of a tomtit. You're past 18 pretty enough, and time you got settled down with a man. I don't know what's the matter with you. As for this fine relation of yours, I'd like to know what right he's got to be making inquiries about us.
He doesn't mean it that way, I'm sure. Perhaps the gentry have different ways of saying things.
Since when do we have gentry in this country where all men are free and equal? A Yankee farmer is as good and maybe a little better than any Dutchman on the Hudson River. We'll say no more about it.
Oh, Pa, listen, please. I have a feeling that the letter was kind of a sign. I think the Lord wants me to go.
You know what you're saying?
During worship tonight, I had a leading. Truly, I did. At least put it to the test, Pa, please, and see what happens.
Are you speaking the truth? Search your heart. Very well. Close your eyes. Now open the book. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. Well, it's none too fitting, but it does seem to have some bearing. I'll sleep over the matter and pray on it. Come, Abby.
You know, this is the first time I've ever known the Lord to go back on your pa.
Golly Moses!
Says in his letter for us to meet him at the Astor House, and this is it. And a less fit place for God-fearing people to meet, I can't imagine. Come ahead.
And, what can I do for you, my good man?
Are you the tavern keeper?
This is not a tavern, and I am not a keeper, my good man.
And I am not your good man.
We were to meet a Mr. Nicholas Van Ryn. Perhaps you can tell
Mr.
us...
Nicholas Van Ryn? But of course. You must be Mr. and Miss Wells. 1,000 pardons. How stupid of me not to have known it once. If you will do me the honor to come with me, please. Mr. Van Ryn regrets that he is not here to greet you, but he has directed that you're to have everything you wish. Everything.
What's all this?
Dinner, sir.
I didn't order any.
Mr. Van Ryn ordered dinner served at this time, sir.
Mr. Van Ryn is not here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's beautiful. The food looks as if it had been painted.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit.
That's the strangest fruit. It's cold when I eat it and warm when I swallow.
Let me taste that. I thought so. It's got spirits in it.
Just a little bit, and it's so good.
Even a little bit of evil cannot be good, Miranda. Don't be too impatient with me. You won't have to hear me preach to you much longer.
It's not that I'm impatient, Pa, really. But after Mr. Van Ryn went to all this trouble...
It's no trouble to be wasteful, and there's something peculiar about a man who orders supper someplace when he's someplace else. How did he know what I wanted to eat?
But there's everything here you could possibly want.
Everything is what no man should ever want.
Yes, Pa.
We won't be alone much longer, Miranda. I want you to read with me. I will sing of mercy and judgment. Unto thee, O Lord, will I sing. I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes.
I hate the work of them that turn aside.
It shall not cleave to me. A froward heart shall depart from me. I will not know a wicked person.
More coffee, Cousin Miranda?
No, thank you.
You, sir?
No, thanks.
The music is very nice.
I understand they've opened the dining terrace for public dancing.
It would be fun to watch.
I don't know what made me think you'd be a much older man, Mr. Van Ryn.
You've mentioned my age several times now, sir. Does it affect your confidence in me? Alexander the Great, when he was younger than I, had conquered most of the world.
Maybe if he'd been a little older, he'd have conquered all of it, or maybe he'd have had the good sense not to try in the first place.
Aristotle was his teacher, Mr. Wells, but I'm sure he put things less clearly than you.
Tell me, young man, what are your politics?
My politics?
Since Van Buren is a New Yorker, I imagine you folks up along the Hudson are mostly for him.
Martin's an old friend and neighbor of mine. Naturally, if he's nominated, my farmers will vote for him.
What do you mean, your farmers?
The tenant farmers on my land, there are nearly 200 of them.
Never heard of tenant farmers. Don't they own their own land?
No, it belongs to me. It belonged to my father and his father, back to the first patroon who took title in 1630. I permit the farmers to work my land, and they in return pay me a yearly tribute and a share of their produce.
But they can buy the land they've been working if they want to.
No.
Why not?
Because it belongs to me.
As a farmer, I'd rather own 1/2 acre of barren rock, free and clear, than work the richest land in the world for someone else.
I dare say we don't understand each other's viewpoint.
I dare say.
Cousin Nicholas, is that the new waltz dance they're dancing down there?
It sounds very much like one.
It doesn't look improper at all. Do you dance the waltz?
Miranda.
Yes, Cousin Miranda, I dance the waltz, but never in a public place.
Oh.
Our politics may not jibe, young man, but I like your manners. Well, some good may come to you out of this venture after all.
I'm glad you think so, sir.
Now, it's time for bed. Don't forget your prayers, Miranda.
No, Pa. Good night. Good night, Cousin Nicholas.
Good night. Cousin Miranda,
Yes?
on occasion we dance the waltz at Dragonwyck. Good night.
There's Dragonwyck. I can see it. Dragonwyck? Where? Over there. Golly Moses. Cousin Nicholas! Cousin Nicholas! I saw it. I saw Dragonwyck.
What have you done with your bonnet?
How can you sit there so quietly? I should think that seeing Dragonwyck would be more thrilling to you than to anyone.
Nothing can be thrilling that is shared with so many other people. Did you like what you saw?
I'm afraid I've run out of words. I've said beautiful so often this afternoon.
Every now and then you say golly. I prefer beautiful.
I'll try to remember. Do you mind if I keep my bonnet off just a minute? The breeze feels so wonderful against my face. Tell me about Dragonwyck. How many rooms?
I've never counted them.
And lots of servants?
I've never counted them either.
Golly. I mean, imagine.
The breeze must feel wonderful indeed with a face as beautiful as yours against it.
Welcome home, Mynheer Van Ryn.
Thank you, Magda. This is Miss Wells. Magda is our housekeeper.
How do you do?
I assume Mrs. Van Ryn is at dinner.
Yes, Mynheer, and you'll be pleased at how well she's looking. Not that Madam isn't always a picture.
See that Katrine comes to the dining hall. Will you come this way, Cousin Miranda?
Don't you think I'd better go to my room first? I must look hardly presentable.
To my wife, promptness at meals is the highest human virtue.
You're back.
Yes, as you see, I'm back.
I didn't know I would have waited.
And here is Cousin Miranda.
Oh, welcome to Dragonwyck, child.
Thank you.
Will you sit here, Cousin Miranda?
Thank you. Did you have a pleasant trip, Nicholas?
Yes, very. Miss Wells has had practically nothing to eat today, Tompkins. I'd suggest you serve her at once.
At once, Minia.
I trust you'll be happy here.
It's most kind of you to let me come. And my mother and father wish to be remembered.
I'm sure they're most worthy people, and I'm sure you'll be a good girl. Oh, Nicholas.
Yes, my dear?
You didn't forget the pastries, did you?
Of course not, my dear.
Those wonderful New York pastries. Nicholas,
Yes,
did you bring the Napoleons, the honey puffs, and the mocha bonbons?
all of them, my dear.
I think I'll have the bonbons before going to bed. Tompkins, serve the honey puffs after dinner, but be sure they're well chilled.
Yes, madame. And shall we keep the Napoleons for tomorrow?
For my lunch. After dinner, you'd best go find Katrine. You might read her a story.
We can hardly ask our guest to occupy herself with the child tonight. She must be tired.
As you say. Oh, there you are, Pet. Don't shuffle your feet when you walk. And you're a naughty girl to stay away so much. I never can keep track of you. Have you had your dinner?
Yes, Mama.
This is your cousin Miranda, Katrine.
Hello, Katrine.
It would be courteous to return her greeting, don't you think?
Katrine and I are going to have a lot of fun together. Aren't we?
Yes, Cousin Miranda. May I go now, Mama?
Oh, I suppose so.
Who was she?
She was my great-grandmother, Azild.
Azild? That's a strange name. She looks like a frightened child.
I don't know why we keep her hanging there. And that ugly old harpsichord is just an eyesore. The servants have to be driven to dust it. You think it was going to bite them?
She was from New Orleans. She and my great-grandfather were married there in 1743.
I guess I imagine it was one of those sudden romantic adventures.
Tell me some more about them, Cousin Nicholas. Azild and your great-grandfather. Did they fall in love at first sight?
No Van Ryn does anything at first sight.
But she must have been happy to live here.
As it turned out, it didn't matter. Soon after their son was born, she died. She brought this harpsichord with her from her home. She played it always.
If you listen to the servants, they'll have you believe she still does.
Fortunately, we don't listen to servants or to their superstitions.
Oh, no, of course not. Isn't it rather late, Nicholas? Perhaps we should
I shall stay up for a while, but if you wish to retire, my dear.
Yes, I think I will. Well, good night, then.
Good night.
Good night.
I think I have some new music that will please you more than Van Beethoven, Cousin Miranda. You can sing as I play.
Oh, no, really.
Of course you can. The lyrics are printed on the sheet.
I dreamt that I dwelt in marble halls, with vassals and serfs at my side, and of all who assembled within those walls, that I was the hope and the pride. I had riches too great to count, could boast of a high ancestral name, but I also dreamt, which pleased me most, that you love me still the same, that you love me still the same.
You read the words with an extraordinary understanding.
I've never seen them before.
Then perhaps there is someone at home whom you've promised to love still the same?
Oh, no.
It is getting late. I'm sure you've had an exhausting day. I shall have Magda show you to your room.
Thank you.
Good night, then.
Good night, Cousin Nicholas.
Since we are not really cousins, I can see no reason why we should continue to call ourselves so. Good night, Miranda.
Good night.
Have you had a pleasant evening, miss?
Oh, yes.
This is a lovely room, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
An unusual room.
It's unusually beautiful.
That isn't what I mean, miss. I do have such a time making myself understood. It's what she brought to this room and what'll never leave it.
Was she very young?
About as young as you.
She must have been very proud to be mistress of Dragonwyck.
He never loved her. He never wanted her at all. He wanted their son. He kept her from him. He forbade her to sing and play. He broke her heart and drove her... She prayed for disaster to come to the Van Ryns. And she swore that when it came, she'd always be here to sing and play. She killed herself in this room. This harpsichord.
That's just kitchen gossip.
Oh, you mustn't take me seriously, miss. No one ever does. May I take you to your room now?
Thank you.
Of course, I've never heard Azeel play myself. They say in the kitchen I never shall. Even when she plays, I should say if she plays. You won't either because you've got no Van Ryn blood. But he'll hear her, and Katrine.
Is this my room?
Yes, miss. Will there be anything else you need, miss?
Oh, no. Thank you.
Well, good night, then.
Good night, Magda.
Miss Wells, why have you come here? Do you think Katrine is in need of a companion?
Why, that would be for her father and mother to decide.
Don't you think Katrine is in need of a father and a mother? That was a silly question, wasn't it? You like it here?
Of course I do.
Of course you do. You like being waited on. I could see tonight it was the first time. You like peaches out of season. You like the feel of silk sheets against your young body. And one day you will wish with all your heart you'd never come to Dragonwyck.
I keep getting my S's backwards.
It's very simple once you get the hang of it. Up, and then a hook, and then a swing to the left, and there you are. Mm-hmm. That's right.
But Pa's kind of like a teacher to you, isn't he?
He's been very kind and helpful to me.
What's he like?
Your father?
Yes. Is he nice?
But of course he is. Don't you think so?
Does he like me?
Katrine, what a strange thing to say. Your father and mother both love you very much.
Did they tell you that?
Why, it's understood. They love you just the way you love them.
But I don't love them. That must be the de Greniers. They've come for the kermesse tomorrow. They're staying overnight. The Count's such a funny-looking little man.
It isn't polite to stare. Did you say Count? So that's what a count looks like.
So do barons and dukes. Tomorrow the house will be packed with them. Papa always has a 4th of July ball for the river families after the farmers have their kermesse.
Ball.
You'll have a wonderful time. And you can wear the ball dress Papa had sent from New York.
But I won't know anyone to talk to or to dance with.
Oh, everyone will want to dance with you, Miranda.
Golly, I hope so.
This is where I hide every year to watch. Sometimes, after Papa leaves, I go and stand near the carousel.
Perhaps you shouldn't have come, Katrine. It's wrong, you know, to disobey.
Oh, you're just saying that because you're supposed to. Is there anything wrong about the kermesse?
No.
Could watching it make me a bad girl?
I suppose not.
Then it's wrong to forbid me to come.
That sounds pretty logical to me.
Hello, Dr. Turner.
Hello, Katrine.
Oh, this is Miranda.
Wells.
How do you do, Miss Wells?
How do you do?
Papa sent for her all the way from Connecticut to be my companion. She's a kind of a very distant cousin, but she's nice.
I had no idea that the Van Ryns ever honored Connecticut.
We're not really cousins, but Mr. Van Ryn was kind enough to invite me to Dragonwyck.
Whereabouts in Connecticut?
Near Greenwich.
But that's all farm country.
Sheep and potatoes, mostly. You seem so startled, Doctor. Haven't you ever met anyone who came off a farm?
Not anyone who came off a farm to live at Dragonwyck. It seems like an odd place for you girls to watch the kermesse. You'd have much more fun over there.
But we're really not supposed to be here. We're hiding so Papa doesn't see us.
Katrine had her heart set on it. You know how children are about such things.
Why, you wanted to see the kermesse even more than I did.
Don't worry, I'll keep your secret. Papa will never know from me about either of you. May I have the honor of seeing you again, Miss Wells?
Why, yes, if you like.
I would like, and soon. If you're sure it won't be too unpleasant for you.
Unpleasant?
Well, you see, the patroon and I don't get along very well. In fact, the first thing I've ever known us to agree on is bringing you here. I think that was a fine idea. Well, happy Independence Day.
Bye. Oh, I like him so much. I wish he could be my doctor, too, instead of just the farmer's.
Why doesn't he like your father?
Because Papa doesn't like him either.
Why not?
Papa never says why not. Oh, here they come!
What brings you to our kermesse, Dr. Turner? Are you expecting an epidemic of minor injuries?
You never can tell, Mr. Van Ryn.
This chair came from Holland with the first patroon. It represents, among other things, over 200 years of extreme discomfort.
The patroon is ready. The first man will come forward, bringing with him rent and tribute. Klaas Bleeker, Hill Farm. Rent, winter wheat, and... You've brought nothing with you, Klaas?
No.
Perhaps your crops were poor.
My crops were all right.
Take your hat off when you speak to the patroon.
I'm a free American citizen. I take my hat off to no man.
What you do with your hat is your own concern. Are you ready to pay your rent?
No. Nor will you ever again get so much as a grain of wheat from me.
It is your purpose, then, to farm my lands and enjoy the privileges I allow you without making any return.
Your lands? Did you hear that? His lands! For 200 years, the Bleekers have worked the Hill Farm.
And for longer than that, it has belonged to the Van Ryn.
We've paid the worth of it many times over, and you know it. Well, here's the finish.
I'm sorry to hear it. But since you feel that way, I order you to leave my land by tomorrow noon. If you are not gone, I shall have the proper authorities put you off. Have the next man step forward.
Otto Gebhardt.
Won't you reconsider your decision, Mr. Van Ryn? Klaas Bleeker and his wife and children have no home other than his farm. Where will he take them?
I see you've come empty-handed, Otto. Have you a reason?
You know the reason. It's his birthright as a free citizen of a free country. These men are not alone. The anti-rent movement has swept New York State. Man, take your head out of the sand and help to solve this problem peacefully. Because it's got to be solved, peacefully or not.
Speak up, Otto.
I'll bring the stuff tomorrow, sir, if that will suit.
Will the rest of you men step forward, please? I have something to say.
Tired of listening and talking and listening!
Klaas just lost his head, that's all. He doesn't mean violence any more than the rest of us. I hope you'll overlook this.
I suppose I must regard what you did as an effort to save my life, Dr. Turner. And whether or not I regard you as a meddling trespasser, I suppose I must thank you.
You've got the facts wrong. The way I see it, you're the trespasser. Also, saving your life wasn't what I had in mind. If Klaas had killed you, it would have done these men infinitely more harm than you could ever do alive. So don't thank me, Mr. Van Ryn.
I shall say a few words about what has just happened, and they will be my last. Dr. Turner's efforts to incite anti-rent rebellion in our local district have been well known to me for many months now. Just what is it he wants you to want so passionately? It has an assortment of highly romantic names, the rights of man, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness and such. And all those will be yours with the titles to a few acres of soil. Believe me, my welfare does not depend upon you. Rather, you depend upon it. But my rents and tributes and my responsibilities are hereditary, the symbols of a way of life to which I have been born and in which I shall continue to live. I shall never relinquish my position.